it's Chris here, or the Aussie and the Indian, and today I'm not on Calamity Jane. In fact, this weekend I'm not on Calamity Jane because I'm flying to Melbourne. Now, the reason I'm not riding to Melbourne is because I need to come back tomorrow, so it's a fly in, fly out. And the reason I'm going was I've been asked to go and look at a production. Now, for those of you that don't know bits about me outside of motorbike world, is that I write and produce shows. So I call them rockumentaries. So they're like a documentary on stage, but live, and they're about rock icons or music people. So for instance, I have written 2 shows that have been, one's been touring this one for about 6 years, and that's called Pearl. It's about Janis Joplin. So I even went to Houston and Port Arthur and researched her. And this is the only production touring in Australia that has the approval of the Joplin estate and Universal as well. So that's all the script, and that's the show. And so I'm always doing some edits on that. So that's one of my shows under the rockumentary series. And the other one that's now been going for about 2 or 3 years is the Songs and Tales of Angry Old Men. And that is stories of Dylan, Cohen, Waits, Cash, Young, Petty, all those sort of old troubadours. And that's a great show. It's full of hits. So what makes a rockumentary? It's scripted. So I write the stories and bits of trivia and stuff like that I hope most people didn't know. I collect all imagery and sometimes unseen footage, and that goes up behind it. We have a live band. So I'm going down there to do a bit of an info session for anyone that's got questions about that event, to meet some fellow Facebook friends that I've never met, fellow Indian riders, and just hook up with the team at the Indian dealership in Melbourne. So that's happening this morning. Some ladies who have a business down in Melbourne called Moto Femmes, and they have a showroom there of all these really cool bike riding gear for ladies. So we're doing an afternoon tea, and I'm doing a little talk on adventure before dementia. Before I leave you and head off to the airport on Sweet Baby Jane, I want to do a bit of a shout out to some mail drops that I got this week from Open Roader. Hey, Chris. So Open Roader is a gentleman who's an American guy, and he lives in Italy, and he goes on lots of adventures. In fact, I think this weekend he's off to the Balkans and all around there. So he has a YouTube channel, Open Roader. So, just sort of search for that. I'll put some links in down the bottom. So I have got a very cool sticker from Open Roader and some spam cards. And one of the reasons is we do this mail drop. We swap a bit of merch with each other, because there is a group of us that belong to this thing called Indian Motorcycle World, and that's what Chris sent me, is the patch for that. And that's a group of people from around the world that gets invited in, and their predominant thing that they do is they're moto vloggers. So all these guys, and there's a whole list of them from all around the world. We chat often about things, very interesting stuff. My stuff's probably not as technical, but anyway, we all share tips. So a big shout out to the guys
and talk to all you guys about this wonderful event in 2020 at Silverton, which we're all looking forward to. But this was all about Chris coming and giving you some information, which we look forward to hearing. And thank you, make the effort to come down to warm and sunny Melbourne. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't turned out quite nice for a ride, but you never know, we might go around the block or something.
No, I've killed a Chinaman in my time, because every trip I take, I cop the weather every time. So thank you all so much. I'm actually surprised to see so many here. So that's picture that will go international. That's the picture that the media will pick up around the world, because it's got the iconic pub in the background, all the Indians out the front, and at least a couple of hundred, at least, if we can all get there. Okay, can you not tell me that story?
No.
Chris?
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Tell me what was it?
So this is one of my favourite bikes. It's a 1944 ex-US Army civil bike, and it's done up in police colours.
Oh,
police colours. After the military finished with the bikes in 1944, there was a surplus of them, and the government decided that they'd pre-issue them to every police station in Victoria. South Wales, and this one is done in police colours.
How long have you had this for, Chris?
I've had this about 25 years.
Wow.
It's been on the road for the last 18 months. It's done about 15,000 kilometres or miles in that time. It's been everywhere. Yeah, it's a great bike.
Okay, can you not tell me that story?
No.
Been a great bike. It hasn't really missed a beat.
Brought the rain.
Gary and Robert. You want to
Here we go. I'm in the sidecar. There's Chris. You getting on, Chris?
get a bit closer?
I'm not getting on. No.
Oh,
I'll sit.
yeah. Go on. That's,
All right, smile.
Okay, can you not tell me that story?
No.
Left-hand throttle.
Left-hand throttle. Okay, can you not tell me that story? Can you not tell me that story?
No.
So tell me about this. Peter. Everyone, this is Peter.
G'day.
And tell me about this bike.
I've had it for 45 years. Actually, I built it 45 years ago.
Built it 45 years ago.
It's got a 1942 motor
Yep.
and a 1935 frame. Rigid frame.
Rigid frame. You are riding this to Silverton, or you'll trailer it out, but you'll do the record thing. Good on you, Pete. Way to go. So who else who's
And
on
Robert.
this? Robert.
Robert's just 1941 model
1941.
and original colour.
And the original colour. Good job.
I've had a 16 which is going on 59 years.
Wow. Can you not tell me that story?
No.
Well, I'm here at Moto Femmes. So it's a little warehouse thing with some very cool ladies riding gear. Some beautiful leather stuff in there. The ladies are all starting to arrive and I'm just going to give them a little bit of a chat about things. But let me tell you, this weekend in Melbourne has not been what we planned because it's been pissing down rain the whole time. So the ride that the guys organised to this motorcycle cafe museum had to be cancelled. Still got a pretty good roll up given the weather, and it's sort of like a warehouse district of Collingwood. There's some very cool art places around here. Up the street, it's pissing down, there's flooding. Anyway, the storm seems to have passed over. Kate owns and operates Moto Femmes here in Melbourne, in Collingwood. How did you start this? Tell me how you started this.
oh, just trying to find gear for myself. Found it really hard. Found it really intimidating going into the shops, and then I found so much cool stuff online. And I thought, how is this not all in one place? I started Moto Femmes, where women can come online or now into the showroom and try on some gear, and everything in the store is for them.
What's your background with motorbikes then? You started riding?
Well, I was always on the back with Dad.
Yeah.
Got my license and never looked back. It was just the best
So
thing
what
I ever did.
what is your motorbike of choice at the moment?
It would be Daisy the Duke.
Daisy the Duke?
Yes, she's a GT 1000.
So is this the bike for a good while, or have you got plans on other bikes, or how many of you
She's a
had?
keeper.
She's a
So-
keeper. Let's have a look at some of the stuff. So you've got the Kevlar riding jeans here, all with a bit of stretch, and some cool
accessories.
and lots of accessories there. Some very cool bandanas, funky leather key rings, jeans and t-shirts, and beautiful leather gloves. I've got my eye on those ones. If I have to buy another set of gloves, I swear. Very beautiful helmet there, all hand painted. By Nina. Thank you, Kate, for having me. Oh, I've got a present to open, which you're going to nicely rewarded by a gift by Kate, Moto Femmes. And I'm very excited because I love the gifts, don't we all? Leather, and I'm a sucker for brown leather. Oh, and something there. Oh my goodness. So I was eyeing those off. So I've got a beautiful keyring with Moto Femmes on it. That's lovely. Oh, I love this Moto Femmes little stash. That's going to look fantastic on my jacket. Oh, geez, thank you so much. Look at that beautiful belt.
Handmade in Brunswick.
Handmade belt in Brunswick. That's gonna, that's part of my Calamity Jane look there. And, oh, great. I'm glad this is fantastic. So I didn't come down with anything except a pair of undies, and I think I'm going to get so drenched tonight that I might need a change of clothes. Oh, great.
So that's for the back road bikers.
You don't see this on the Hume.
Beautiful.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Kate. That's
Thank
great.
you.
The Hume being the highway. Yes. You don't see this on the Hume, no. That's great. Thank you so much for having me. We're going to get the talk started soon, and I will give these girls something to laugh about, I hope. Adventure before dementia. Well, here I am on Sunday morning, ready to get to Melbourne Airport to get home to Sydney. It's been a great weekend, even though yesterday's ride was cancelled, so I'm sorry about that. I was hoping to be able to use some new camera gear. Anyway, been a great weekend. Sorry that there's no riding footage, but I hope you've enjoyed meeting a few of the people and a bit of a vibe going on. So
a hunger insatiable for a soul to crush. Belonging faceless masses not to be seen. Just say the word and I'll make you believe. I'm a master plan of who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am.
I've seen you in some stupid fucking outfits in my time, but that one takes surprise.
Chris,
Yeah, hello.
can you not tell me that story?
No.
I am who I